blow my online flock, and here we go again with some more nonsense. Okay, back in 1990, Judas Priest were on trial in a bullshit lawsuit about subliminal messages and all that. Now, I actually sat in on 2 days of that trial, and I'll cover that later, but I thought, hey, wait a minute. Maybe it's time for another bullshit lawsuit involving Judas Priest, and why not me? And here's why. Now, a little over a year ago, go ahead and laugh, I was sitting listening to Turbo. Yes, I actually like the Turbo album. Is it my favorite Judas Priest album? No, that's actually Jugulator. Go ahead and give me shit about that too. I know Halford's not on that one, but I like Jugulator. Anyway, so I'm sitting there listening to Turbo. Well, apparently while listening to it, I had a seizure. So I'm listening to music. Next thing I know, my wife is on the phone with the paramedics, and I'm kind of incoherent out of it, and I don't know what's going on. Now, since I had a seizure during Turbo, shouldn't I take the band to court? Their music must have caused me to have a seizure. We better go to court and have a ridiculous lawsuit. Now, of course, that would be stupid. Now, I'm sure some of you are going to say, oh, he's making light of epileptics and people with having epilepsy and seizures. No, I'm not. I wound up having another one a few months after that one, and I'm on seizure medication till the rest of my life. So, you know, but so I guess some of you might think, oh, he's making light of it and you're going to get offended. And if that happens, well then stop. If you're offended by this, stop watching the fucking video. If you're not offended by it, keep watching. Now, of course, that would be ridiculous to drag the band through a lawsuit for that. And the other thing was ridiculous too. These two guys are taking drugs and drinking. They're listening to Stay in Class, which I have on CD and have listened to several times over the years, including this year, and I haven't gotten the urge to go off and blow my fucking head off in the playground of a church. Maybe it's because I'm not drinking or doing drugs. Now, as far as the trial goes, which I think was ridiculous, my father lives a little bit outside of Reno, so I was visiting for the summer. When you have divorced parents, you wind up going to different places over the summer. So I got to sit in on the Judas Priest trial. And the kick-ass thing about that was they were playing the Better By You, Better Than Me song, and they were messing with it and doing all these fancy audio technological things. It was probably high-tech for 1990. And but then they also had Rob Halford up on the stand, and they actually had him sing some of the lyrics. So I got to see Rob Halford, the metal god himself, scream in a courtroom. Now, of course, that was a ridiculous lawsuit. So why not have another ridiculous lawsuit? I had a seizure while listening to Judas Priest. Their music must have triggered something in me. I better drag them into court. Now, of course, that's ridiculous. And I take seizure medicine now, and I haven't had one since I had the last one. So I did something about it. No bullshit lawsuit, no nonsense. I just went to the emergency room, got out of the emergency room, eventually had another one. They put me on medicine for it. No bullshit lawsuit, no nonsense. I just took care of business. Bada bing, bada boom, no bullshit lawsuit. So, maybe I'm your Turbo lover. I don't know. But no bullshit lawsuits. Actually, I wouldn't want to be a Turbo lover because that means I'm over fast. Like when Al Bundy gives Peg Bundy that 3 seconds of pleasure.